Hey everyone, Dylan here, and in today's video I will go over the top 5 games that I wanted to play the most, and obviously I can't now because I'm blind and because I went blind, and so these are the top games I want to play the most. And at my number 5 is Soul Calibur 6. Now, I had played like many of the other Soul Calibur games. I played Soul Calibur 3, I played Soul Calibur 4, and Soul Calibur 5, and I had been waiting a really long time for Soul Calibur 6 to come out. Of course, it comes out after I go blind, you know, my luck. But I really like Soul Calibur 3 because you could create your own character, and there was a story mode for that character. And from what I read, there's a story mode for your created character in 6, which, you know, hadn't been in 4 and 5. So I was really looking forward to that, but, you know, things happened and I can't play it now. But I really enjoyed those games and wanted to play 6. But that was my number 5. Now my number 4 is Dragon Quest XI. Now the only other Dragon Quest game I had played was Dragon Quest VIII, and I played near the end of it. Didn't quite beat it. There was something in the game that I was annoyed about that just made me stop playing it. But I still really enjoyed the game, and I love JRPGs, and I can't say much about the game honestly because I watched just 2 trailers or whatever, and from what I looked at, I was really excited and really excited to play this JRPG game. But otherwise, I don't really have much that I remember about it specifically because it's been like a year or 2. But I unfortunately, was really waiting for that to come out. Then I went blind, and then it came out, and then I wasn't able to play it. But I was really looking forward to a cool JRPG game in this day and age. But that was my number 4. My number 3 is a game called A Hat in Time. And what it is, it's a platformer game if people haven't seen. It's like a love letter to like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine and different platforming games. And it was cute, it was really charming, had really cool music, and I really wanted to play it. And the thing is, it was actually out before I went blind, but I was waiting for it to come on console. I was waiting for it to come out on PS4 because I played on consoles. I didn't play PC, and I went blind before it came out on PS4. So I do know a good deal about that game and have watched a bit of it. So that's why I'm really sad that I could have played it, but I was just waiting for it to come out on PS4. But so number 3, like I said, was A Hat in Time. And my number 2 is Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I probably would have went with Pokemon Sword. I have played all of the main Pokemon games, honestly. And the last ones I played was Pokemon Sun and Moon, which I chose Pokemon Moon. And I really enjoyed them thoroughly, and I love the Pokemon games. So it was really sad that I wasn't able to play Pokemon Sword and Shield, the next in the installment. So that's a game I really would want to play almost the most. But there was one that rises above it, and it's an interesting thing because my number 1 is called Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. And I don't know if people know about this game or these game series, and it's a JRPG game, and I really loved it. And the thing that's really close to me about this game is I really loved it, and it's probably one of, or if not, my favorite video game soundtrack. I actually bought the soundtrack, and it has 80 something pieces of music, and I think I like all of them. There wasn't really any that I really disliked. And so it had really great music. I liked, I just liked a lot about the game. And what's interesting is I didn't finish it. And here is why. Because I went blind. I had played about halfway through it because it had 6 chapters, and I had finished chapter 3, and I was just going on to chapter 4. And I was taking my time with the game. I was doing everything that you could do in the game, all the side quests. And, arguably, you could say that game actually caused me to finally go blind because it had a lot of dialogue. There was so much dialogue to read, and I may have just stressed my retinas out so much to where they finally tore. And so So it really wore it out, and so that could possibly be the reason why I fully went blind. But I probably would have went blind sooner or later, even if I didn't stress it out that much. But so between that, I really would have wanted to finish it. And then there was actually a 2 and a 3, like a Trails of Cold Steel 2 and a Trails of Cold Steel 3. So I would have wanted to finish play those as well as the first game. But I never, never gonna get the chance. So like I said, I wish I could have finished the first game and then played the other two, because the 3 came out while I was blind. The first 2 were out already. But so it's kind of near and dear to my heart, because it was the last game I was playing when I went blind. So that's kind of my number 1. But I will recap. My number 5 was Soul Calibur 6. Number 4 was Dragon Quest XI. Number 3, A Hat in Time. Number 2, Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. And my number 1, Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, just all of them. And to finish, Trails of Cold Steel 1. But yeah, those are the top 5 games I've wanted to play the most out of everything that's came out for the most part. Of course, there might be other games that I would have wanted to play, but those are the top 5 that come to my mind that I was really wanting to play when I heard about them, and I got sad about it, but it is what it is. But that was my top 5 list for today. Talk about it in the comments or whatever if you would like. And yeah, thank you guys for listening and watching. I will see you guys in the next video.